Hello, hello, hello. We have just gotten back from seeing the movie Think Like a Man. It's based off the Steve Harvey book.
Yeah.
And all black people in America wanted to go see this movie.
Except for me.
I didn't really want to go see it either. I feel like I just lost a black heart. I'm not really sure. But anyway, they were talking about how this movie is really funny, but yet it's dealing with relationships, and how Steve Harvey is really intelligent and smart on figuring out how a man thinks. Well, I mean, he is a man, but, trying to break it down as to how a man thinks so that women can understand it.
It's basically so a woman can get a good man.
As is all black literature and movies.
Or how a woman can get her current man to do what she wants him to do.
Yeah, so basically we fall into the roles of, once again, men are dogs and women are such defenseless little creatures, and we don't know how to deal with these dogs.
Exactly.
I
love how you're speaking for the women. This is awesome.
Well, I mean, someone had to give them voice, and so I thought I would do it.
I'm sorry, it will not be me.
So, I don't understand. I understand why a lot of people want to see this, because it was funny at times,
Kevin Hart, of course, provided the comic relief.
Yeah.
He played a divorcee.
Who gets back to, well, I won't say. I don't ruin the ending.
But he plays a divorcee.
I won't do it.
Who, throughout the whole thing, is pretty much dogging women.
Yeah. Because he's actually bitter and angry because he doesn't have a woman. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, not very hard to try to figure that out. They have a few really good people, regular actors, just to mess around with. Taraji P. Henson, of course, she did a great job. She's really good. Megan Good did actually a surprisingly good job. I think that she does really well in certain roles anyway.
Yeah.
Especially ones that are kind of tailored to her sister attitude. So,
this one really wasn't, but she still did a good job.
Yeah, I believe that she was upset when she was upset, and I believe, she was really trying to find a good man. With the 90-day rule, which you have to watch the movie to understand, or just read the book. It's the same thing. Anyway,
yeah,
Chris Brown was in it, and he basically, it was kind of like a cameo almost. Well, he was in more than one scene, so I don't think it's considered a cameo if you're in more than one scene.
Yeah, he was in 3 scenes. It was a cameo.
So, well, either way, just kind of popping up saying, "Hey, wrong name," and it's like a running gag throughout the entire movie that for the first time, it's funny, especially because he writes it. It's something funnier to me when you write a person's name wrong rather than when you say it, because everyone forgets someone's name. But when you physically write the wrong name, that's hilarious. Your name isn't Chris. It's Cookie Monster. Bad example.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chloe, but
But anyway, my point is, it's really funny. His kind of hard little interactions with Megan Good are really funny because he can't remember her name. So.
Yeah. Lala played the best friend. If anybody watches Lala or know who Lala is, he actually used to be a VJ on MTV. Back in the day, like way back in the day.
Yeah, you gotta think way back. Not Lala from Teletubbies. I know, that's where I went to. I was thinking giant Teletubbies. Anyway, some other people, Michael Ealy was in it. He was, of course, the sensitive person. He always plays a sensitive black man.
He still looked hot. That's any consolation.
Don't know why he's always sensitive. I don't know. Maybe he's really a really sad and crying soul and no one wants him.
Yeah.
But overall,
he could probably get a lot of girls.
Yeah, just by going, huh? And literally, huh? And probably still get a girl. Anyway, Terrence Shay was in it. Regina Hall was in it as Candace. She played the baby mama that Terrence Shay was trying to get with. Morris Chestnut just kind of appeared because he just supposed to be black and hot. I guess. I don't know. But
I don't know. Does anybody know who Terrence J is? Like, seriously? I mean, I know who he is, but was he big enough to have an acting role?
Well, he's been in other stuff. I know he's been on TV. I don't know how much he's been in movies, but I know he's been on TV. But anyway, because I remember him, Girlfriends, But anyway, if no one else gets that reference, I'm probably the only one who's never seen it. I have. Well, anyway, Thing Like a Man, had an awesome, song. Jennifer Hudson did a thing. You're like, I don't know, a thing like a man. And if no one says that she didn't do man, she did it. She did the deep voice with the man part. Okay.
But we were just trying to ignore it.
Right.
I ignored it like the rest of America.
Right. She's man.
Unfortunately, he wanted to say something.
But anyway, I really do believe that it was a good movie. It was decent. It's worth seeing. But I do think it runs to traditional problems that a lot of black films run into, and that's making the men dogs and making women innocent victims. It does try to do the role reversal with one couple, and it's making her out to be too good for the guy. And so it does try to switch it a little bit.
It made her out to be a man.
Well, yeah, and the problem is...
I'm sorry, it made her out to be a man.
Once you become a man, then you're a dog, and so it doesn't even matter if you're a woman who has become a man. No, not sex changing, just playing the role of I can provide for myself and be a woman and be happy, but I'm actually lonely.
Yeah, another side note. How many fellas would like a strong, independent lady?
None. No. According to the movie, none.
I didn't say according to the movie.
None. So, I do believe that it's a decent movie. It's worth seeing. It's just that you got to understand that it does play into a lot of traditional roles.
Yes.
When it comes to relationships. So it's a little bit of a downside as far as, unless you're just laughing at some of the stuff. Like, I honestly think the Gary Oldman, who plays Bennett, he's one of the white friends that they have, and he is hilarious. Because he just kind of says it. I think he was funnier to me than Kevin Hart because he just says it. Most white people aren't going to have the audacity to say, yeah, black people have horrible credit. And I was like, yes, you said it. It's true. A lot of them do. So, I really enjoyed... He
applauded that.
Yes. And so, I really enjoyed certain aspects that were funny, and I thought Kevin Hart was a little top, but some people really think he's funny. Yeah. It's just, I think it just depends on your personality and everything like that. But
Gabrielle Union got on my nerves in the movie, actually.
You don't like Gabrielle Union because you think she's a white girl
with
black skin.
I did not. I've never said that. It can't be proven that I've said that.
She has called her a Barbie doll.
But still, she got on my nerves there. She was trying to make her boyfriend do things that he needed to do, but he wasn't ready to do.
Right, and
that's also part of the book. So, and I think how about this? Why don't y'all just read Steve Harvey's book?
And then on top of that, I just kind of also feel that a lot of it was done with manipulation. It's like if you understand how a man works, then you're understanding that he's manipulating you. So now you got to re-manipulate him. But when when they try to use it back on the girls, then they're the ones that's wrong. So manipulation apparently is only one-sided. Men can't use it against women. Period, point blank. Then you're wrong.
Well, duh.
So women can use it against men because that's fine because they just don't know what to do. They just can't do it. Just oh my god. Exactly. So just some thoughts on the movie. Go check it out. It is worth seeing. I did not say it's not worth seeing. But I'm just going to say it's going to fall into a lot of stereotypical roles of relationships. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who's thinking, yes, that is me. That is the mama's boy you've been dating for years, or that's the player, and, you want to learn how to change them. But in that same instance, why even go for that in a man? Why try to change them? Why not just pick somebody who's better? But according to Steve Harvey, there's no one better because that's how they all are. They all fit into roles.
And according to Steve Harvey, it seems like you have to lower your standards.
Which, on some level, that makes sense because if your standards are way up here, then you may want to lower them a little bit, especially if you cannot find someone to meet those standards. They're probably outrageous.
Okay, well, I don't have very many standards. I would like him to have a job and a house.
Well, that's way too high. You need about a car that he lives in, and then the donuts that he eats from the donut shop after they throw them away. So he can bring you a warm meal if they throw them away.
So he's trying to make me fat. Oh my god!
See, picky. That's why you're lying. See,
but I would probably be considered the Taraji P's character. Anyway.
Thinking she's too good for anybody.
Yeah, because I am.
So I don't know exactly what character I would have fit into.
He's the non-committer.
Oh, okay. So I have, instead of putting out job resumes stuff like that, I'm not going to do it. But anyway,
Exactly.
this is going on way too long. We're cutting this short. So, I just want to say, check out the movie. It's pretty good. You know, I think that it's pretty good to check out. But I'm just saying, be aware of the stereotypes that relations fall into. That he seems to play on, and that tries to make comedy out of it. Did Steve Harvey got original words? Maybe. But I don't know if really they're earth-shattering original. You know what I mean? So, kind of an eye-opener. Alright, check you later. Thanks for coming to our site. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.
Deuces.